Good evening, viewers. Another episode of Guest with Nazir. Today we have brought another interesting subject, which is curries, and we have award-winning chef who has won the award recently, and we'll talk about his life and his achievement. Welcome, Emdad.
Thank you very much, Mr. Najir. First of all, I'd like to thank you for inviting me to your show. And I've seen the show on your Facebook and other TV programs. It's a fantastic job you're doing.
Thank you. Please tell our viewers about your early days, your education.
I came to the UK in 1979. There were two brothers, two sisters. My dad has been here since 1957. And obviously, I was born in 1971, so 8-9 years old. So we lived in Darnall in Sheffield all my life since 1979. We went to Grilland Middle School and then Altive School. Education-wise, because Dad got redundancy, so there were two brothers, so one of us have to basically feed the family. So we decided that I am going to go into the restaurant, the catering trade, and then my smaller brother go into further education. So that was the plan, and then basically I think we took the right decision because I've done well in my circle, and my brother is an IT engineer and he works at the HSBC Bank.
So in your early days, you were working hard for your family and feeding your brothers and sisters, and you were helping them. But how you started the curry business?
The curry business, basically because on that early age, I had to work from 15 years old. So by 18, 19, I was really experienced in that trade. And I worked in Buxton, Derbyshire for a restaurant called Malik Tandoori. And then I was basically running the restaurant for the owners. And I decided I could do this on my own. So I started looking around. By 20 years old, probably about 1992, early 1992, luckily we got into property in Barnsley. It was the Jalsa restaurant, that's what we called it, Jalsa restaurant on Pitt Street, Barnsley. And brother-in-law who was chef at that time. So that's how I got into this, and then into the chef-wise. Brother-in-law was going to Hajj and for 3-4 weeks basically, and then we couldn't get a chef, so I started taking over for that 3 weeks, and that's where I got the first taste of cooking.
So when we talk about the industry, a lot of people claim that they are the best. So if I will say, if you want to choose a best chef, what qualities should have you will see in that personality?
There are many sides of that being a top chef, because first of all it is experience obviously, and then it's the if you cannot manage your kitchen, that is the big thing. We look at that mainly, because if you cannot manage the kitchen, it's going to be chaos in there, because the catering trade is not something you go and buy off the shelf. It is 110 miles an hour and it's constant, so you have to manage, not just basically cook, you have to manage your staff in that kitchen.
How this business has been affected by the frozen foods, because a lot of curries are available in supermarket. You can go in any supermarket, you can pick up any food. So is there any difference between these two, cooked fresh and cooked and frozen?
That is completely different. Fresh and obviously you would know, fresh and frozen completely different. It's not even a patch 1% on the fresh. The frozen, I think, well, majority of the catering circle people think it's not a competition, because if we've tried not to eat, but we tried how it was, but it's just not a patch. And when I was at Jalsa, I think in 1997, I did ask Asda or the other supermarkets, basically say, look, why not do a regional food from regional places for your regional supermarkets, and I tried my best to get into that, but they're not interested, because they want really cheap meals, which we can't provide for them. So that's why they do that side.
But obviously, every food industry have a certain standard. They meet those standards, and then they can market, and then they can sell it.
Which one do you mean?
So if, let's say, somebody wants to launch a curry, or if somebody wants to produce any piece of food, they have to meet certain food standard, and then they can produce it. Otherwise, the answer is no.
Are you thinking about the supermarkets?
Yes.
Yes. Obviously, they do meet the rules and regulation of hygiene and everything, but not the proper Indian food wise.
Can we say in other words? So I'll put in this phrase that the aroma and the freshness will not be there. As if you will obviously warm a curry and then you cooked fresh then and there, and you put the fresh ingredients, so that will be the difference.
Exactly. Fresh, everything is fresh. It tastes a lot better. You know, as soon as it's defrosted, it's diluted with water and everything, and it's got a lot of preservative in, acid in, and it's not the same. So always fresh. You're gonna pay a lot more extra, but it's worth the money.
But some customers complain that when they go to a big restaurant, so all the food's been cooked already. They just, chef goes and warm it up and give it to the waiter, and they put it in front of you.
No, that is never the case. Everything is cooked to order. 99.9% restaurants, takeaways is cooked to order. Nothing is cooked before and then warmed up. No, it never happens like that. I could assure every one of the audience, no, never.
So you're working in this industry, so how many competitions you have won, and what was your biggest achievement?
Well, in from 1992, it was Jalsa Indian Restaurant in Barnsley, up to 1999. At Jalsa, we won the regional basic, it was the Quality Cuisine awards, local awards from the Barnsley Chronicle and things like that. But the major one is the Little India. Sorry, let me go back. 1991, from there, we were the founder of the Dilraj restaurant in High Street, Dodworth. And then I moved on to Shukriya in Barnsley, Shukriya restaurant in Barnsley, and then from there I've kept moving, and then this is the last one. Hopefully, it's the Little India, and that is the biggest award I've won. But from Jalsa, I did a Yorkshire, I did a program on YTV Yorkshire channel. Look North, I think it was. It was a challenge to do packed lunch. So I've done media work before.
So please tell our viewers about recent award, because there was a lot of competition, a lot of people turn up. So please tell the wow, the factor of that.
The award is from the English Curry Awards 2016. It is the second biggest in the UK. The biggest one is obviously is coming up next October. It's the British Curry Awards, and the third one is the Asian Curry Award, which is going to be October time. So yes, the second biggest one. There were a lot of competition. I think probably in Yorkshire there must be well over a couple of thousand Indian takeaways restaurants, and then to be picked as the best 6 and go to the final at the Mercury Hotel in Piccadilly in Manchester, that was the achievement on its own to get there for the top 6. And I had a inkling feeling I would win, because I have taken my Little India takeaway to the next level, to the other competitors, because it's not just a takeaway. We sell spices, jewellery, we even do Indian cookery classes. So it was completely different.
We'll talk about the cookery classes. So I think it's a new in the industry, because people who want to enjoy the food at the same time, they can feel the aroma and the freshness. So how you manage this?
My place, or majority of the Indian restaurants and takeaways, they always try to keep the preparation to the minimum. So if someone, say for example, going to be selling say 20 onion bhajis on a Monday night, they will do 18 onion bhajis. Hopefully, if they finish, they will not do any more, just to keep the fresh. They will probably say, yes, we've run out. That's my view. We should not keep doing it, and then it's left over for the day. So keep it to the minimum, and when you've run out, don't do extra. It's going to be left over for days. So freshness is there always. It's all fresh day after.
I was reading an article about the shortage of staff. Now, this industry have shortage of proper chef, trained chef. And so what you expect from the government, that what kind of incentive government should give to boost this industry, to help this industry?
At the moment, the government basically are not helping because of the work permits issues and things, and then the wages are really sky. The minimum is 28,000 for a skilled chef, that is really sky high for a small restaurant or takeaway to maintain or get a work permit for that. And the other main issue is like the new generation of the waiters, the chefs are not coming through. These youngsters nowadays are going to further education. They want to be barristers and solicitors, whatever, but not into the catering, because that is really hard industry to follow. So hopefully I am hoping the government makes the work permits wise a lot easier to get into.
And in terms of competition, how much is competition in the industry nowadays?
There is competition, but I love competition. If there is a few more nearby you will make sure that you are the best, because you will keep on top of everything. Competition good for the restaurants. You need that.
You're from Bangladesh, and Bangladesh has a lot of talented chefs. So a lot of people, they call the Indian restaurant or Indian takeaway. So why not they call it Bangladeshi restaurant or Bangladeshi takeaway? Yeah. What is the reason behind this?
This main reason is behind this. If you go back to say in the 50s, 60s, Bangladesh was probably not known to the in England. So when the history is going back is the Indian is the catch, because India is well known. So let's put India.
So it's a historical perspective.
That's such, yeah, exactly. So nowadays there are new restaurant or even older ones. They are putting Indian Bangladeshi restaurant on their signage.
So now we'll come towards the training and the further, the future chefs. Do you take any apprentices? So who you train and they can learn from your skill and they can, move forward?
You mean at my classes?
Yes.
At the moment, we started probably about 4 years back at the Little India with the cookery classes. At the moment, we do for the public, so they could come in anytime at the classes, and the university, the Barnsley University, and the schools I get into and do free classes for them. So I'm hoping, in a way, school-wise, I get the advertising done through the classes, and the Barnsley College, I'm hoping, so they could send new, upcoming chefs to us and find out what Indian cooking is. On my last class, I had an English chef, well-known chef in Barnsley, and then he wanted to experience what was it like.
So in terms of work in the third world countries, so this industry, how this industry can help in education, especially in Bangladesh, how this industry can help?
Obviously, there are a lot of issues in Bangladesh or in that side of the world. The catering, the circle, the catering industry always do some programs and charity shows. So we do help with the Bangladeshi poor end of the scale. Yes, we do. We do a lot of that for.
So in Sheffield, now we move forward to Sheffield. So you were living in Sheffield, you started business in Barnsley. So what was the reason to choosing a different city?
It's one of the funny things, because it was like a crossroads. If you think about it, we went the 3 routes. Yeah, when I was looking for premises, and we didn't go that way to Barnsley. And then one of my friends said, "Look, why not Barnsley? So have a look." So that's why I went. And first thing I saw was this premises in Pitt Street. I liked it, and then first impression was, yes, that's fine. So that was the first one we started, and I was probably 21 at the time. 21.
Emdad, you have a wealth of experience in this industry. If somebody new in this profession or industry, so what tips you will give them if they want to join the profession, if they want to do a new business?
You've got to do your research. I am going to say one thing. The Asian people think, or a lot of the Asian people think, I should be in the town centre where everything is happening. This is not the case. Right? From experience, I found out the people of England do like to go out, drive out to the countryside, car parking, big property. They're not bothered about it's expensive or not. If it's expensive, it's fine, because they're going out for a night out. This quality counts. These are the things you should be thinking about. In town centres, I think personally, it's dead. It's fast food. If you want to do a really high-end restaurant, you have to find a village with a car park, large restaurant. That's important.
So everybody has some specialization. So what is your special dish for our viewers? So what is your, you say, wow, I can create a factor which will spur magic. So what was that? What will be that one?
There are on my menu, even the other places in Little India, 50% of dishes are my innovative dishes. I have done the innovation, played with the spices, and there are a lot of dishes I do which no other people do. And if one of my customer likes it, that is my.
But nowadays we have a national dish. It's called chicken tikka masala.
Obviously, chicken tikka masala is favorite, but at my place at the moment, thank you for bringing that chicken tikka masala up. Anything mild, we have done an alternative dish. We have done a Kashmiri curry dish. There are 4 of that Kashmiri curry dish. So at the beginning, we were selling a lot more kormas. Now I've got the people coming off the kormas, tikka masalas, and trying the Kashmiri ones. And I tried at the awards. They I think would try the Nawabi Karai Ghost and the Apna chicken, which is our signature dishes.
So Nawabi mean when you eat it, you feel like a royal.
Royal, exactly. But the aroma, the spices is done because it's a royal dish. It's got a lot of hard work put into it, and it is a good dish to try. So I recommend everybody Apna and their Nawabi dishes to my customers. And majority, there's 15-20% of my customers do not order off the menu. They will come and say, Amrad, right, do us a meal, nice and spicy meal. I do it my way, and they like that.
So what is your favorite dish?
I like the Nawabi Karai Ghost. That is the favorite.
And your favorite sport?
Favorite football. I've always played football, loved football, and we've followed Sheffield Wednesday, and overall.
You should not forget that we have viewers from the Sheffield United also, sir.
Yeah, but I mean, I seriously, I love football. Simple as that. So because I love football, any football team who plays good football, like Barcelona, Arsenal. I mean, I've been to Sheffield United matches, plenty of Sheffield United matches, and because I work and lived in Barnsley for the last 24 years. Worked in Barnsley for 20 years. I support even Barnsley. So it's not just Sheffield Wednesday, it's just basically a football team who plays good football.
And what is your message for our viewers from you today?
I think if you are going into this trade, you must do your research and make sure you've got the right properties, and dedication, hard work will pay. You have to work hard. Long time ago, one of my waiters said, look, boss, you should have a nice car and you should be cruising and coming to about 10 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock, taking the takings and enjoying yourself. That doesn't work. You've got to work hard. You've got to put the effort in. And if you do that, your rewards will follow. Basically, I've been at it since 15 years old. And at 35 in 2006 or 7, I think, I semi-retired basically because I put 18 years into 36. I was doing 70, 80 hours. So that is why I could step back a bit and enjoy my life with the kids and family.
So I will conclude that your success is your hard work.
Yes, you've got to work hard. You've got to work hard. If you don't work hard, put effort in, you're not going to succeed. So don't leave it on other people to make the money for you. You have to be there on top of everything.
Emdad, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you very much for having me, Mr. Nazir.
Viewers, I hope you have enjoyed today's episode, and after watching this show, you can enjoy your curry. Thank you very much. Keep watching Sheffield Live.